Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on the latest on transfer deadline day. We start with Joao Cancelo as the Portuguese is ready to take a pay cut as Barca have sent a formal offer to Man City. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Clement Lenglet, as the Barca outcasts have officially joined Aston Villa, as Barca have officially made an announcement. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After a month-long wait, it appears Barcelona are finally making ground in their bid to sign Joao Cancelo on a loan deal this summer. With just 24 hours remaining before the window slams shut, the club have some very important steps in the right direction. According to Adria Albert, Manchester City have finally received an official bid from Barca for the loan of Cancelo. This marks a crucial step for the Catalans as they look to snap up the right back on transfer deadline day. As per Xavi Hernandez Navarro, Manchester City are evaluating the offer from Barca, but the Premier League giants remain firm that they do not want to pay a part of the player's salary. Barcelona, for their part, have transmitted that they are open to paying for Cancelo's salary, but everything would depend on the player. Given the current scenario, Joao Cancelo's decision with respect to his salary could make or break the deal. But fortunately for Barcelona, the Portuguese international is willing to settle for a salary cut of around 20 to 25%, according to new reports from Tony Juan Mate, as Manchester City do not want to pay even a single euro to Cancelo. It was important for Barcelona that the player take a salary cut, as the club are not in a position to pay 100% of his current salary at the Etihad. But with Cancelo ready to settle for a pay cut, it appears to be only a matter of time before Barcelona can sanction the loan of the Portuguese international. The upcoming 12 hours or so could therefore be crucial as both Man City and Barca look to reach a final agreement while Cancelo waits for the green light. Of course, today being the deadline, a lot have been said about the Cancelo operation, which have been somehow complicated ever since Monday when we got the report of the player reportedly coming to Barca after agreement between Barca and Manchester City. But still yet, things have not gone smooth the way we thought it could be. Of course, financial fair play margin has been a big hindrance. Recently, we have been talking about the fact that Barca are getting more optimistic about Joao Cancelo operation, especially after Joan Laporta and the financial secretary of the club, Ferran Olive, made a 20.2 million euro from their pocket personal guarantee to ensure that signings and of course registration of the new players will be done before 12 midnight today. So for Joao Cancelo's operation, it looks as though things will go very well. It's just a matter of time. And of course, the fact that there have also been a little bit of disagreements in negotiations, are like in regards to the players' wages, because Manchester City have already said they don't want to pay any percentage of the players' wages, and so Man City wants Barca to take total charge of Joao Cancelo's salary. But of course, Barca definitely were not going to accept that initially. But Barca's own problem is Manchester City should at least reduce the purchase option, because the purchase option was reportedly higher. Barca wanted to be at least 20 million euros. Of course, that very purchase option, for starters, it was the reason why Barca could not even get this deal done as soon as they can, because of course the purchase option is considered by La Liga rules as if it is for this season, which means that financial fair play was a big hindrance. So what Barca did is they have now tried to remove that purchase option, which is worth 25 million euros from the contract, in order to ease the players transfer. And of course, it is now highly confident that things will go well in Joao Cancelo's operation. It's just a matter of time. And of course, it's great news that the player have cut his salary. He have accepted salary cut so that the move will be easier. Then on to the next story of discussion. Aston Villa have officially confirmed that they have signed out of favor Barca defender Clement Lenglet on loan. The 28-year-old spent the last season on loan at Tottenham Hotspur and looked likely to return to London permanently this summer, but talks did not yield desired results. Lenglet also had opportunities to sign for a club in Saudi Arabia as well as his former club Sevilla, but he was firm on his desire to play for the EPL, and Aston Villa entered the picture with Unai Emery's side in the market for reinforcements in defense. Negotiations moved quite swiftly and an agreement was reached on Wednesday, following which Lenglet flew to England to finalize the move. Having completed the medical and other formalities, the Frenchman is now officially an Aston Villa player for the remainder of the 2023-24 season. There is no permanent purchase option included in the deal, while it has been reported that the Valiants will be covering 75% of his wages, with Barca having to bear only 25%. Of course, the Lenglet operation, of course, is now done. Of course, he left to Aston Villa on loan, but without any purchase option. I think that came with some sigh of relief, as Barca for a long time have been pushing Lenglet to leave. But since as the club couldn't find a suitor for him where he could go on a permanent move, it was better for the club to get a club where he could sign for a loan, which Aston Villa came to the picture and eventually signed him on loan. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.